Good evening, honorable city council members, Mr. Mayor, Madam Treasurer, to our city attorney and our chief of staff, the administrative staff in attendance, and all listening audience. Today is Monday, May 10th, 2021, and this is the City of Romulus City Council regular meeting. This meeting is being held electronically via the Zoom meeting telecommunication platform. The meeting ID is 832-2683-6698. This meeting is held pursuant to Public Act 254 of 2020 and the resolution declaring a local state of emergency adopted by City Council on March 29th, 2021, resolution number 21-093. Which permits the remote attendance by members of a public body using telephonic or video conferencing means in certain circumstances, and to allow the public business of the Romulus City Council to be conducted in a manner that permits both the general public and members of the public bodies to participate by electronic means under circumstances allowed by law. Members of the public body must further identify specifically by stating the county, city, township, or village and state from which he or she is attending the meeting remotely. Members of the public wishing to participate in this meeting may do so by phone or online from the Zoom meeting application. To join the meeting by phone, call 1-646-558-8656. When prompted, enter the meeting ID 832-2683-6698, followed by the pound sign. To join the meeting online or from the Zoom meeting app, click the URL link provided on the city's website or click join a meeting from the Zoom meeting app and enter the meeting ID, which is once again 832-2683-6698 when prompted. During the public comment portion of the meeting, the raise hand method will be used to address City Council. Citizens may also submit written comments by email to publiccomment@romulusgov.com before the end of the public comment portion. And now we will have roll call vote. Just as a reminder to council members, you must state the city and zip from which you are attending the meeting remotely. Councilwoman Abdo.
Present, Romulus, Wayne County.
Councilman Barden.
Romulus, Michigan.
Councilwoman Roscoe.
Romulus, Wayne County, Michigan.
Councilwoman Talley.
Romulus, Michigan.
Councilman Wadsworth.
Romulus, Michigan, here.
Councilwoman Webb.
Romulus, Wayne County, Michigan.
And Councilwoman Williams.
Romulus, Michigan.
Mr. Chair, there is a quorum for tonight's meeting.
Thank you.
The reading of the agenda is as follows. Number 1, agenda. Number 2, minutes. Number 3, petitioner. Number 4, chairperson's report. Number 5, mayor's report. Number 6, clerk's report. Number 7, treasurer's report. Number 8, public comment. Number 9, unfinished business. Number 10, new business. Number 11, warrant. Number 12, communication. And number 13 is adjournment, and a motion will be in order to accept the agenda as presented.
So moved to accept the agenda as presented.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Abdo for approval of the agenda as presented. Ms. Talley,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next agenda item number 2 will be minutes. Agenda item 2A is approval of the minutes from the regular meeting held on Monday, May 3rd, 2021 at 7:30 p.m.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move that we approve the minutes from the council meeting of Monday, May 3rd of 2021.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Webb for approval of the minutes from the regular meeting held on Monday, May the 3rd, 2021 at 7:30. Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Abstain.
Ms. Talley,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Item 2B is approval of the minutes from the public hearing to discuss the preliminary budget fiscal.
Come get her.
I'll repeat that again. Agenda item 2B is approval of minutes from the public hearing to discuss the preliminary budget fiscal year 2021-2022 held on Monday, May 3rd, 2021 at 6:15 p.m.
So moved to approve.
Answer this.
Support.
Answer this. Motion by Ms. Webb, supported by Ms. Tally, for approval of minutes from the public hearing to discuss preliminary budget fiscal year 2021-22 held on Monday, May 3rd, 2021 at 6:15. Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Tally,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe.
Same.
Chair votes yes, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. There are no petitioners on tonight's agenda, which will bring us to agenda item number 4, Chairperson's report.
Thank you, Deputy Clerk. There was no special meeting today. First of all, I'd like to say a happy belated birthday to Mayor Burcroft.
Thank you.
Also, we had a ribbon cutting ceremony at the 34th District Court today at noon. Very successful. And I also hope that all the mothers had a happy Mother's Day. That would be all for the chairperson's report.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to accept your report.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Tally, for approval of the chairperson's report. Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Tally,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Webb.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. That bring us to agenda item number 5, the mayor's report.
Good evening, City Council, Deputy Clerk, Treasurer, and listening audience. Similar, Mr. Chairman, to yours, I wanted to also wish Happy Mother's Day to all those out there, even though they may not even be a blood relative mother, they might be a motherly influence to people, and that's huge in our society today. I also, under the topic of the ribbon cording in the new 34th District Court, it's been a long time coming. COVID slowed things down, but we did have a successful move in ribbon cutting today. A lot of people to thank, a lot of hard work went into it. Thank you to the court staff, the judges, Al Hinman, Mariah, their new court administrator, on our team, City Council, everybody, finance, Steve Hitchcock. The heavy lifting was really Bob McCray. Bob picked up this and really led, the effort, took that over from Tim Keys, and we would not have had this court and have it be successful without Bob's help. So thank you, Bob, and the contractors that were involved making it happen. So we're proud of that, and just looking forward to moving forward. And just important for the residents to know that it's very important that the city of Romulus is the host community, that we're blessed to have it as the host community, and there's a ton of benefit to our residents and surrounding communities, including the airport. So just want to mention that, Mr. Chairman. I do have a couple action items tonight.
Okay.
This one you're not, you are familiar with. We've talked about it, but what's before you is the financing piece for the rescue. So what you have is a recommendation from Gary Harris, Purchasing Director, Maria Ferris, Finance Director, and Legal Counsel. This one's to concur the administration and grant authorization for the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached lease to purchase agreement with Comerica Leasing for the lease purchase of one 2019 FE450 ambulance demo. The amount's $206,902 and 33 cents. Fixed interest rate of 2.04% for 4 years, with the first payment to be made on May 1st of next year, 2022. The city will own that vehicle at the term of the lease.
Through the chair, if I may,
Yes, Ms. Webb.
I'd like to make that motion to concur with the administration and grant authorization.
Support.
I have a question.
Motion by Ms. Webb, supported by Ms. Tally, for 4-year lease purchase agreement from the commercial leasing. Discussion? Mr. Wadsworth?
If I could, Mayor, I don't know if this probably is Kevin on.
Yes,
here.
Kevin's on the call. Go ahead, fire away.
Kevin, are we getting a complete ambulance, everything that we need with this purchase?
Yes, absolutely. We're hoping to take delivery of it by the end of this week. Part of the graphics of this ambulance is included in the purchase price, but we're going to do that locally with a vendor that did the 2 engines for us over in Plymouth, and everything comes with this. And this also includes a stretcher and what we call a power lift load system. So if you remember, about 4 years ago, I came in front of you and we purchased something called stair chairs, which were to help with reduce firefighter risk on lifting patients out of the home. So this is like the next step of that also. So not only is it accomplishing our ambulance, but we also have this power lift system. So our firefighters won't have to lift these patients by hand to put them in the actual ambulance. The power lift system will grab the stretcher and lift the stretcher into the ambulance as well.
Okay, fine. And one more question. At the end of the 4th year, we own this ambulance, or we have to purchase it for a negotiable price?
Nope, we own the ambulance at the end of the 4th year.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you. If there's no other
John,
discussion?
yes.
Oh, go ahead, Ms. Williams.
Yes, I would just like to know, is this the only ambulance we own, or do we own another ambulance?
Yeah, so currently we have 3, we call them rescues or ambulances. 2 of those rescues we originally purchased back in 2004. And then in 2014, we sent them to have them refurbished. So we took the boxes off of those ambulances, we put them on new chassis. That was what I'm going to call a temporary Band-Aid to get us through to our current position. That allowed us to start our BLS transporting of our citizens ourselves, and got us to where we are today. We knew that the lifespan of those remounts were only going to be about 5 or 6 years. And, based on our conversations with DPW and our mechanics, and what we're seeing as far as the maintenance cost of those, we're right about the lifespan of those vehicles. So we have those 2. And then if you remember, about a year and a half ago, we purchased an ambulance from Inkster. And that was so when those 2 were, because those 2 first ones were going down so frequently, we didn't have a backup and we weren't able to service, the citizens with that ambulance. So that gave us a 3rd one to rotate in. This purchase will give us the 4th one. We'll retire one of those to a reserve status. And then, in the future, as part of the budget that for next year, will be the purchase of a 2nd one to replace that refurbed one. And then we will get rid of our worst condition ambulance at that point and keep 4 in the fleet.
So I remember, didn't we have a contract with an outside company to transport patients? And so now Romulus is doing it, the firefighters we're taking care of that service now?
So we started approximately 4 years ago doing BLS transporting, and we've been transporting our own citizens as far as any BLS calls go. And we still partner with that ambulance company for any ALS calls. We've been hiring those paramedics and getting them trained, and we are on the verge of moving towards being able to accomplish that goal and provide that service ourselves very soon.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Are there any
Thanks,
other
Kevin.
discussion? If there's no other discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Tally,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
yes,
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, the motion is approved.
Thank you, council. The next item, and a very important one, as you know, every year, what's before us is the General Appropriations Act, and as I call the upcoming year budget, that's before you for 21-22. A couple things that I just want to mention is that again, it was a team effort, everybody coming together. I can't thank the department heads enough. Council, clerk, treasurer, everybody coming together, led by Maria Ferris and Victoria Thrush. They joined our team and jumped in. They've been part of the Romulus family. And when we went through our sessions, both our mid-year review and our normal budget, it was what a transition. Very transparent, very good, good dialogue, good problem solving. So thanks to the whole team that's worked on that. I'm very proud of the fact that every year as mayor, I've brought you a balanced budget and a budget that has been healthy and increased our unassigned fund balance. So it's not easy, but we're very excited and very pleased to do that tonight. What I want to read off on page 55 are the millage rates, just so the more for the public has that, and then it's all in one motion. But so this is including in your packet on page 55, operating millage 9.4063, the Public Act 359 millage 0.0464, fire and police service millage 4 that was recently passed, library millage 0.7, sanitation millage 1.55, EPA levy millage 0.1682. So that all keeps us within our limitations. What you have and what I'm presenting tonight with this budget is a request to concur with the administration and adopt the General and Special Appropriations Act and tax levy authorization for the city of Romulus and the 34th District Court for fiscal year 2021-2022 as submitted by myself.
Mr. Chairman, I will move that we approve the general and special appropriation tax and the act and tax levy authorization for 21-22.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Mrs. Webb, for the General and Special Appropriations Act and Tax Levy Authorization fiscal year 21-22. Any discussion?
Yes.
Discussion for Ms.
Ms.
Abdo.
Abdo.
Ms. Abdo?
Thank you. First, I want to thank the city department heads and the finance director and staff for preparing and presenting a transparent and comprehensive budget plan. I also want to explain why I'm voting no. The 34th District Court budget is a part of this motion, and I cannot vote yes because despite repeated requests to the 34th District Court for an itemized and a detailed budget, they have not done that. When I asked for this line itemization, which is part of any type of budget, I was told that it was none of my business, and I strongly disagree with that. So on principle, I am voting this down, and it's not because of the city part, it is because of the part of the 34th District Court. Thank you.
Are there any other discussion? If there's no other
Yes,
discussion.
John.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. I'm looking at under section 21 appropriation, is the $156,175, is that a portion that the court is paying or the city?
I'll have Maria Ferris come up and address that. Will you just restate that for her, please, when she comes on the call?
Okay.
Maria, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, the under section 21, up under appropriation, the
Correct.
$156,175. Where is that portion coming from? Is that through the court fund?
Well, so the 2017, that is just for the bond issuance, comes out of, it's a component of a few items. So everything that comes from FUF fees and special fees would be there to fund that. That's just showing the fund balance of the appropriation minus the revenues. But essentially it would be all from the FUF fees that we're collecting, the special fees, to fund that complete bond payment. So it would be one bond, one principal and 2 interest payments.
The 156,000?
That's a part of it, yes.
Okay,
So the total obligation, they call it a debt obligation, would be the 1,044,425.
so is that in the court fund? When is the next bond payment due?
So let me look at the schedule. We did already for this year, for this fiscal year, we've already
Okay,
met our debt obligation. Let's see. We won't have anything until, let's see. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but we have it spelled out in there. I think it's going to be 10/1 when we would issue another, okay. So 11/1/2021 would be the next principal. And then we have 11/1/2021 would be a interest payment. And then the final interest payment would be on 5/1/2022.
for the total amount of the court?
Yes, for this, that's for this upcoming fiscal year in this budget.
So, and then, section 36. For salaries, the salaries, the 500 and something thousand, I don't have it in front of me, but is that covering the court employee salary?
So that section 36 in there is that what they presented, and that is like the snapshot of their one-page document.
Okay,
Okay, so of all of their appropriations, that's their snapshot of it. It's a consolidated.
so it's just all lumped together for,
Correct. You had the presentation on that one page of the salaries and then the expenditures. And then
Yeah.
that's the appropriation for them for that fiscal year for 21-22.
okay, and then 39, up under section 39, the EPA,
Yes.
that was issued in the 90s? And it was supposed to be a 20-year deal?
So for the EPA levy, there was a couple components of that makes up that millage levy. So there were bonds that were issued, and there was a schedule. I mean, I can go through the schedule. There was like 20 bonds that were all compiled to come up with the levy amount. However, all of them besides 2 debt issues are outstanding. So in 2027, we will no longer have an EPA levy millage. All of the fulfillments will be fulfilled with the levy. Everything will be paid off.
Okay, and then just one more question. If the court can't make their payment, their bond payment, who's responsible? And I just want to make this, get you to make this clear. So if they can't meet their obligation to make the bond payment, who's responsible to make it?
So the building is ours and we did bond out for it. So the obligation would be on the city. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Is there any other discussion from council? If none, roll call vote. Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
No.
Ms. Tally,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
No.
Ms. Roscoe,
yes,
chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And as you can see, that's why Maria is a rock star. She does a great job with the budget, answering questions. And again, thank you to her and Victoria. And thank you, City Council, for passing another successful budget. That will conclude my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That moves us to agenda item 6, which is the clerk's report. City Council, I do have 2 action items under the clerk's report. But before I move to the action items, I do want to give out a special thank you and a show of gratitude on not only on behalf of myself, but on behalf of Clerk Bragg for our election workers, clerks, to the mayor and administrative staff that assisted us and making the May 4th election a success. Also want to thank Director Dudek and his staff in the IT department. We could not have done this without them. They stayed late. Director Dudek stayed late and helped us transmit our results and upload our results to Wayne County. So a special thank you to Mr. Dudek and his department. And it's because of teamwork, a team effort, and dedication that we were able to successfully conduct the May 4th special election for the Romulus Community Schools, as well as the Woodhaven Brownstown School District. So thank you to all that assisted us during that election. Moving on to our action items. The first action item is 6A. It is a request to adopt resolution to approve the ballot language for November 2nd, 2021 general election. At the March 22nd, 2021 regular council meeting, the city council adopted a resolution approving the charter amendment ballot language for the August 3rd, 2021 special election, resolution number 21-088. In confirmation that no primary election will be held due to the number of candidates who filed for elective office not exceeding twice the number to be elected to that office, it would be prudent to place the proposed ballot language to amend the Romulus City Charter on November 2nd, 2021 general election ballot. This move will save the city over $35,000 in election-related costs. And after recrunching the numbers, it's more so close to $45,000 savings in election-related costs. I therefore request City Council to adopt the attached resolution to approve the ballot language to be placed on the ballot for the November 2nd, 2021 general election.
Chair,
Yes, Ms. Roscoe?
I'll make that motion to adopt resolution to approve the ballot language for the November 2nd, 2021 general election.
Support.
In motion by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Wadsworth, or adopt resolution to approve ballot language for the November 2nd, 2021 general election. Any discussion? Here, no discussion. Discussion, Ms. Williams.
Yes. So this is for the newspaper. My concern with this is that I didn't agree. I thought, I totally felt that it was wrong in the way that the contract went to the Associate newspaper. I've asked several times pertaining to if the original agreement or requirements was for them to print a paper, then why was the city still paying Associate News to print a paper and they wasn't? Never got a response. So I can't support this. So
Okay.
that's
Any other discussion? If there's no other discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
No.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Mrs. Webb?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, that motion is approved.
Thank you, City Council. Next agenda item 6B is a request to approve the City of Romulus proposed 2021-2022 fee schedule. And the fee schedule has been attached to your council packets.
Need a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'll move that we approve the City of Romulus proposed fee schedule for 21-22.
Support.
In motion by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for approval of the City of Romulus proposed 2021-2022 fee schedule. Any discussion?
Chair,
Yes, go ahead.
I would just like to ask, is this, I don't remember seeing this previous to this, and I don't remember having a discussion on the fee schedule. So is this the first time this has actually been put before us for this fiscal year? 2021-22.
To my knowledge, I believe this is the first time, if it has not already been sent by the mayor's office. I don't believe that it has. the mayor can confirm or Julie can confirm, but I believe this.
No, I think it went through the clerk's office, but I don't know exactly when the last, revision of this was, but this is the most current that we typically work through the clerk's report.
Okay, because I noticed through the entire document, I see some are very small, like $2 or $3, and others are increases from 20 to 21 to 2021 to 22. So, I couldn't remember seeing this before. And what was the purpose for the increases? Because
It
with
was, go ahead. I was just going to try to answer the question. We went through some of this discussion as part of the budget process. And the goal with these fees are to just not lose money. So they're not to make money, we're not allowed to, but to recoup our costs. So an email goes out through the clerk saying, directors, please look at all your fees, make sure they're appropriate, make sure we're not losing money on those. And it's kind of an ongoing maintenance type cycle, but it was included as part of the budget process.
Okay, 'cause I'm looking at page 76 for water heaters. Now, I'm not for sure, is that an inspection for water heaters? Because it went from $13 to $45. That's a nice jump.
Again, I would say that based on the review of it, there must have been an included cost that they needed to do to cover our costs, so that those were taken into account with this last revision for the fee schedule. Because we're not allowed to make money on them, so it's to basically just recoup our costs.
I was just concerned. I noticed a lot of increases. And like I said, most of them were just small, like $2, $3. But then I seen some were, $50, some a little over 100. So I was just wondering, was it necessary? So you explained it. Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome.
Any other discussion from council? There's no other discussion. We'll have this roll call vote. Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Ms. Tally,
Yes.
chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, City Council. That concludes the clerk's report, and that will move us to agenda item number 7, treasurer's report.
Good evening, council, mayor, deputy clerk, listening audience. I do not have anything to report this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Treasurer.
Thank you. And that will move us to agenda item number 8, public comment. And this is the portion of the meeting for those members of the public wishing to address City Council. The raise hand method will be used to identify those wishing to speak. If you have joined the meeting online, use the raise hand icon from the meeting app. Tap the microphone icon to unmute when acknowledged and to mute yourself when finished. If dialing in from a touch-tone phone, press *9 from your phone to raise your hand, and press *6 from your phone to unmute when acknowledged, and again press *6 to mute yourself when finished. After you have been acknowledged, please state your name for the record. You will have 3 minutes to speak. Upon expiration of your 3 minutes, you will be muted. Additional time will be upon the approval of the chairperson. As a reminder, citizens may also submit written comments by email to publiccomment@romulusgov.com before the end of the public comment portion. Mr. Chair, I do not see any raised hands, and I do not have any written comments from the public.
Okay, if that's so, we'll close that part out.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And that will move us to agenda item 9, unfinished business. Agenda item 10, new business.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Wadsworth?
This was actually for Mayor Burkhoff. Mayor, this was the first day on Barth Road of the beginning of the water main replacement, and it's probably the most action that this road has seen in 30 years. But the point I want to make is David from the DPW was going to every house. He was marking, I guess, what will be the water hookups. And some people, of course, came out and wanted to know what he was doing. And, David took his time and he explained the residents what was going to happen, and they were very, very impressed over his job. And that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for bringing it up, Mr. Wadsworth. And I want to clarify one thing, because people sometimes when they see projects don't quite follow who's responsible for them. That is a City of Romulus project. It's a water project. It'll be a road project. In comparison, the Wick Tyler Road project is really a water project by Great Lakes Water Authority. So even though it is our road, they take lead with the whole project, the contractor, the management. We have say and some authority in making sure, because it's within our right of way. So big difference. What you'll see on Barth Road in comparison is a project that'll start, it'll be handled well, we'll have good customer service. It'll be done under budget, on time, and because we have control over it. I wish that was the case in all the projects, but that isn't. But just wanted to throw that footnote in, because our team and the water department's awesome. Roberto and his team and Kathy's on, they're awesome at trying to take care of residents, and they go above and beyond every day. You know, sometimes we do get things held against us by other jurisdictions, but I'm glad you brought that up and gave me a chance to clarify it. We'll make sure David knows that we appreciate him. Thank you.
And one final thing, you know, people, I was amazed there were still some residents on Barth that didn't know what was going on. And I, you know, did, you know, explain it to them. I was quite amazed by that. But
There was a public meeting, there was an online
I was
session.
well aware of all that, Mayor.
But, you know, people don't, you know, they might be working different shifts and don't get the
That's right,
message.
that's right.
So thank you for helping us get that out.
And I
Appreciate it.
told them that it's going to get worse before it gets better, but when it's done, it's going to be done properly.
Yep, you gave them the right message. Thank you.
Is there any more new business? Okay, so that will move us to number 11, warrant, and agenda item 11A is approval of warrant number 21-9.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion. We pay warrant 21-9 in the following amounts. General Fund, $54,963.25. Major Street Fund, $1,521.46. Local Street Fund, $914.87. Public Safety Fund, $174,698.81. Cable TV, $10,844.50. Street Lighting Fund, $48,396.21. Garbage and Rubbish Collection Fund, $1,350.15. Michigan Indigent Defense Fund, $22,953.33. 911 Service Fund, $1,066.89. NARC Forfeiture State, $97.86. Library Fund, $10,812.43. DDA, $2,931.32. Tifa District 2, $685.68. Court Building Construction Fund, $76,806.28. Water and Sewer Fund, $312,096.03. Motor Vehicle, $26,990.98. Technology Services, $410.67. Retiree Insurance Benefits, $73,312.59. Revolving Fund, $2,732. General Tax Fund, $6,115. Payroll Fund, $111,627.15. Totaling all funds, $941,327.46.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Tally, to pay warrant number 21-9 for $941,327.46. Any discussion?
Yes, through the chair.
Yes, go ahead.
On check number 75044. And I just have a question about this, the Downriver Wastewater Authority. The total from February, well, it says February is the first line, then it goes to July, August, September, October, and all of these is 2020. A total of $194,600. $709. Now, what would be the reason that we're just paying them? Did they just send for invoice to be paid?
I know that it's shared within the communities. We're one of the 13 communities in the Downriver Waste Authority. So that's the system that we bought as a group from Wayne County. So I believe it has to do with how it's broken out by the different users of the group, and then it appears for each of them to pay.
I was just wondering because it was so many months, you know, like 5-6 months ago, and was they just sending a request for payment? And then also on check number 75045, the same thing, the Downriver Utility Waste Authority.
Right.
So that's for April. So it's like they're catching up. And I had a resident to ask me this question for 75047 Vex Bank. Is that just for April? $14,096 for Speedway?
That's my understanding, yes.
And that's for all the city vehicles, police, fire, and employees?
That's my understanding.
Okay. And then also the last one is 75051. This is a payment for the construction management service. Now, is this 103,000 coming out of the court's budget?
Could you repeat that when you cut out when you were, can you?
I'm sorry. So it's 75051. George W. Ouch Company, construction management service. It says it's for the 34th District Court, but is that coming out of the court budget or the city general fund?
That would come out of the construction fund is the right term, I believe I'm using, right, Maria?
That would be accurate. What they do is when there's a PO that's opened, and then once they relieve it, there's funds encumbered, and then once they relieve it, that as the court opening, then it releases the funds, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. That question. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Maria.
You're welcome.
Is there any other discussion from council? If not, roll call vote. Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Tally,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Chair votes yes, and motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Agenda item 11B is approval for warrant number 21-9E.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we pay warrant 21-9E for the total of $12,268.75. This is the
Support.
warrant, this is the warrant that pays the election workers for the past election. And I want to thank all the election workers for their hard work.
Been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Tally, to pay warrant number 21-9E for $12,268.75. Any discussion from council? Hearing no discussion from council, roll call vote. Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Mrs. Tally,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Williams.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. That brings us to agenda item 12, communications.
Chair,
Yes, Ms. Roscoe?
I've got a couple reminders for everyone out there. Well, first of all, this weekend, just want to remind everyone that we're going to have the paper shredding day at the City Hall complex. And that is May 15th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And that is at 11111 Wayne Road. Remember, you're allowed 2 boxes, no larger than about 15 by 12. And if you need more information, call 734-955-4540. And also the following weekend is the free dumping days for the Romulus residents. And that is May 20th, 21st, 22nd, That's Thursday and Friday. It's going to be from 8:30 to 3, and on Saturday, 8:30 to 2. And that is at the Romulus DPW, which is at 12600 Wayne Road. And if you need more information as to what you're allowed to dump and what you aren't, please call 734-942-7579. And this is for residential. This is not commercial. This is not for companies to come and dump. This is for our residents. And of course, no hazardous material, and you need to bring proof of residency. And that's all I have tonight, but thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Roscoe.
To the chair,
Yes, Ms. Tally.
just a couple of reminders as well. First, before I start, just want to think it was such an honor and a privilege to take part in the ribbon cutting for the 34th District Court. Just a very beautiful building, and it was just an honor to be there. So shout out for the ribbon cutting today. Yeah, I want to say that. And then also just a reminder that the prom season is fast approaching, and Romulus High School is in need of our help. For those who are willing to help, in lieu of vendor tables and not, they're doing swag bags. So they're looking for donations. They're accepting donations up until Monday, May 24th. They're going to do swag bags for the students instead of the regular vendor tables that they've done in the past due to the pandemic. You can reach out to Nina Burton, who is the class advisor, at 734-532-1024. If you want to make a donation. And I just want to just shout out to my colleague, Eva Webb. They had a car wash this past weekend. I wasn't aware of it. I saw them up there, but then I went by my colleague's, Miss Webb's house, and she was like, they were up there. Miss Nina Burton was up there at the car wash. So I ran up there, saw Miss Burton, and gave her my donation. She said, Miss Webb, had just left up there as well. So thank you for that information, Miss Webb. And Miss Burton was very appreciative of both of our donations. So thank you. So you still have time if you want to donate for our seniors. Again, the prom toast is June 2nd, but the deadline for the donations is Monday, May 24th. Thank you.
Yeah, Madam, Mr. Clerk, Deputy Clerk, I have one correction on that warrant number for the election workers. Mrs. Williams made that second that emotion. So I'd like you to correct that. Was motion by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Williams. Thank you.
Okay.
It'll
Okay.
reflect on the record, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any more communications?
Yes. Through the
Yes,
chair,
Yes,
I would definitely like to ask the council to support a resolution for Carmelita Johnson. She's turning 90 on the 23rd of this month. So if the council would support a resolution for Miss Carmelita Johnson.
Support.
the motion by Ms. Williams, supported by Mr. Wadsworth for resolutions. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote. Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Tally,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
chair votes yes, and motion is approved.
Through the chair.
Yes, go
I
ahead.
would also like to remind the residents out there that's listening, and please feel free to share the information, because the school is back in, so we have to start an hour early. So Forgotten Harvest starts at 11 o'clock, and we have to be out of the parking lot before the buses return to pick the students up at 1:30. So feel free to come and enjoy the benefits of Forgotten Harvest. Thank you.
Thank you.
Through the chair, I'm sorry. I have one more quick thing.
Okay.
And you as well. We attended an event at the VFW Post this past weekend. It was a merger of VFW Post 78 along with local Post 9568. Post 78 needed a new home and making us the oldest post in Michigan. So it was a great ceremony. It was great to see a nice turnout of people supporting the merger of the two VFW posts. So thank you. And I want to shout out to our treasurer, Stacy Page, for alerting us to this for the event. Thank you. And that's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Any other communications?
Through the chair, just for clarification, Ms. Williams, could you spell Carmelita's first name?
You know what? I'll send that to you
Okay, thank you.
to make sure it's correct.
Thank you. Is there any more communications from council? Okay, that will bring us to agenda item number 13, which is adjournment, and the time is 8:22.
Support.
A motion by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Abdo for adjournment. Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Williams? Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Tally,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. We are adjourned. Thank you.